Hey, everybody, welcome to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve.
I'm Charisse.
And the third leg of this stool, because stools cannot stand up with two legs, is Mike Crutchfield. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Glad to be here again with my two of my most favorite people.
We feel the same about you, and we feel the same about handicapping and horse racing.
Yes,
We're going to talk about
yes.
some stuff after we get all of our picks out of the way because I know people like to hear who do they have? Can I make some money? So, Mike, will you please lead us off in the leadoff spot? Big Mike Crutchfield. Go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the late pick five. It's a $120 play, and be patient because some of these races are tough. Starting off with the sixth race, that is just a really tough race. But I'm gonna use the number one, Keiko Tap Dancer, the number seven, Whip Poor Will, and these are shots. Okay, some of them are
Yeah.
shots, and I'm going to use the number 10, um, Enema for that horse had massive trouble first time out, and so I included that horse. Included the number 12, Modern Sound, with Pratt and Maker. They're at a 29% clip, and I'm going to use the number six, and I'm going to use the number two. Okay, so there's a lot in there because I really think it's just that tough of a race. In
Hey,
the
Mike,
seventh,
I'm gonna correct you real quick. The number 10 is eunomia, not enema.
okay, well, thank you. That's why I need you here to help me with to pronounce things
I
the
thought you
proper
were
manner.
doing it
So
for a joke, but that's okay.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
but thank you for
I
helping
thought
me.
this was going to be a medical show for a second. So
Okay, I wrote down the wrong name is what I did, but
that's
but
okay.
anyway, yeah. So
Go ahead.
the seventh race again, it's a tough race, and
Yeah.
Wesley Ward has entered two horses. One of them is only entered to be a rabbit, I believe. So I'm going to use the three, four, five, six, with my top preference being the longest shot on the board. Here, my sons, I believe is the name for
Yeah.
that. Is that right, Charisse?
What
Hear
number?
hear my song.
Oh, song. Okay,
Hear my
hear my
song.
song.
That's your
Yeah,
top pick. Okay,
That's my top pick,
got it.
and that's at 10-1. So
Nice.
I just think that horse is in good form and can run a big one.
Okay. Race
The
eight.
eighth race, yeah, the eighth race. I'm gonna use a number two, 26% jockey trainer combo, and then I'm gonna use the number eight, and then I'm gonna use the number five. The number five is gonna be my first preference at 20-1. Rose Room. I'm gonna use that at 21. I really like this horse.
So do
Mhm.
I.
Kind of it has the same angle that I used last week when that 10-1 shot ran really big. I love horses that run the last quarter of a mile on the Keeneland turf. So that's my long shot, and I'm going to use the number nine and number one. Again, these races are that tough at Keeneland. Okay,
Yep.
now in the race number nine is a single that I think Steve and myself can ride home. Um, so in the ninth race, the
Tango.
yes, is my top pick.
Mhm.
The three. Yeah.
Yeah, the three. They will not know where that horse went. A very nice horse. And again, if Steve and I could ride that horse home, I think we're going to be okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, and in the last race, and again, I'm going to use two horses. I'm going to use the number four, Beach Ballot, which if he runs any of those races, that the last two races, that horse wins. And then I got a shot that the jockey trainer combo is I think they're close to 32%. It's the number seven. Very good turf rider, Chamando. Is that how you pronounce the name?
It says
Chaminade.
yeah.
Chaminade.
Chaminade.
Okay. Um, I like that horse, and I'm gonna at 15-1. I'm gonna use that as my top pick.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so it's $120 play. I think we have a shot to get it. Um, I really think it's or I'm going to go 4 out of 5 again. I just call me Mr. 4 out of 5. Every week is 4 out of 5, but
Yep.
that just says that we're seeing the ball good, and sooner or later we're going to get to 5 out of 5.
Yeah. You're
Sooner or
warming
later.
up. You're warming up, Mike.
Warming up. Yep.
Well, I like the ticket, and I'm going to give the all turf pick three. So we're going to overlap some, and I see
Good.
horses you have, and I see horses that I have. So maybe the combination between the two, somebody out there can make their own decisions on. But we're going to go to Charisse next.
And we're going to go to Charisse because, Michael,
Yes.
I'm going to give out a long shot in the Alcibiades tomorrow, going against your single Tommy Joe.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
work with me here.
I'm going to work with you.
Okay, this is tomorrow. Keeneland, race 9, the grade 1 Alcibiades, a mile and a 16th on the dirt. Number 2, Go To Girl with Irad Ortiz.
Wow.
Okay, just broke his maiden at Ellis Park. I get it. It's Kenny McPeak's longer price, and you know how I love playing that angle, honey.
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
Irad on him because Brian Hernandez is healing at home now. He's doing very
Mhm.
well, I hear, but he will not be riding for a while. But 20 to 1 morning line. He's going to go a little bit. I'm sorry, she's going to go a little bit further. I think she can either Irad could ride her up near the pace or come off the pace. I don't know. But at 20 to 1, trainer's longer price. And look at the works since she broke her maiden August
Hmm.
8th. I mean, come on,
Hmm.
nothing to laugh at. So I
No.
say 10 across the board on the number 2. Go to girl in the ninth race
Okay.
at Keeneland.
Love
Wow.
it. Okay.
Why not?
And I'm going to go to Santa Anita
Okay.
for Saturday. I'm going to go the late pick
Uh,
five.
sa Saturday or Friday?
Saturday. I told you
Okay, go ahead.
Saturday, and I'm going to morph into the late pick 4 on Saturday. But I'm going to start Saturday, the 4th, in the 6th race, pick 5. It's a maiden allowance, a mile on the turf. Here we go. Mike, you ready? I believe it's
I got it.
$18. Okay. I'm going to start it off with my long shot, the 2, whole shebang. Mike Smith rides for Jeff Mullins.
Mm,
Horrible, horrible trip. First time out at Del Mar at a mile on the turf in a maiden allowance. Tyler Bays was on him. Mikey's on him now. Jeff Mullins, 20 to 1. Why not? But I'm not going to single. I'm going to use the 4, Medici, Mr. Mandela, and number 5, Honey's Choice. Medici and Honey's Choice come out of the same race, the 6th of September at Del Mar at a mile. I think Honey's Choice is going to pick up the pieces late and make one run. I'm hoping whole shebang will be there, but I am going to go 2, 4, 5. In the
okay.
7th race, which starts the late pick 4, I'm going to use the 2 Pavlovian JJ Hernandez for Doug O'Neill, dropping into a claiming 50,000. And I'm going to use the 5 Fianello by Stay Thirsty. And
Okay.
again, Pavlovian and Fianello come out of the same race September 5th at Del Mar. And to the Pavlonian did not run that well. Fianello really did. But 5 is my top choice, but I'm going to go 2, 5 in that leg. The
Okay.
8th race, I'm going to use, this is my single, number 7, Amber Cascade. JJ on board for Michael Maker.
Mm,
And just I probably go off his favorite, but I just think that horse has it over this field. I think she can do it.
I get
And
that.
in the 9th race, I've got a few here. Number 3 is my top pick, La Wally. I think this horse is going to be an amazing filly. I really do. She just has not caught the brakes yet. But I'm going to use the 3 Lawali for Mark Glatt. I'm going to use Mr. Baffert, number 4,
Got
Hamika
to.
with
Yep.
Mike. And I'm going to use the 6 for Mr. Baffert with JJ, Explora, who will be your post time favorite. In the 10th and final, I'm going to go too deep. I'm going to use the 8 with JJ for Wesley Ward if this colt can wire it. And I'm also going to throw in the 12. Really good race last time in the I'm Smoking Stakes. Not necessarily bred for turf, the Stay Thirsties, but I have seen Stay Thirsties run very well on turf. So I'm going to use the 8 and the 12. I believe that makes an $18 pick five and maybe a $9 pick four, something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's $18 for the big five.
Okay. So,
Okay. I'll play it for $1.
There you
okay,
go.
put some money on whole shebang in the 6th race, Mike. And if that horse wins tomorrow or Saturday, we'll call you.
Okay, what number is he? The 2, 4, or the 5?
The
Two,
two.
four, five. Shebang is the 2. Whole
Okay,
shebang. Number 2, Mike Smith for Jeff Mullins. Second time
got
out.
it.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
you bet. Let's hope it's a winner.
All
Hmm.
right. Okay. Anything else there, Charisse?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. That's plenty. That's plenty, young lady. That's plenty. I guess what do I have? Let's go back to Keeneland and so we've got a little bit of overlap here, and it is going to be interesting because I circled all of Mike's picks with mine. So I'm going to start in the 6th race at Keeneland. It's an allowance 120K and it's $3 increment. So we both agree on the 2 here, the Queen. So we're definitely going to do that one. Both agree on 6 in the stars, 2 Eunomia, 12 modern sound. We agree on those. What I'm going to put in is the 9 golden gamble, Jose Ortiz and Kenny McPeak. And the reason I'm putting that horse in is because it ran pretty well at Kentucky Downs, faded a little bit at the finish, but again, that's an uphill finish. So I will give that horse a pass on that one. And I threw in a price, the 11 exclusive star Eddie Keenely with Curtis on board, been training lights out, ready to rock and roll. I'm really trying to get a price on that one. If there are any scratches, the 14 Cliffs. It shows Jose Ortiz and Sri Duveau. If that horse gets in, I think that's going to be my top pick. I really like the 14.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'm not going to play that one. So my ticket, starting off my pick three, is going to be 2, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And take a look at that 14 if it gets a chance to get in. We're going to go to the 8th race, and it's interesting the way Mike and I have different approaches on this.
Hmm.
Hopefully one of us wins, but in the 8th race, we agree on the 5, Rose Room at 20 to 1. When you said
Hmm.
you liked Rose Room, I said, wow, so do I. So
Hmm.
maybe if we both like it that much, maybe there's a good chance that that horse might not be 20 to 1, but who knows? Maybe nobody will listen to our show.
Hmm.
I also like the one above it, the 4 horse Aggressive Lime. And that horse ran very nice, consistent at Kentucky Downs won by 4 lengths. Had Gaffleone on board, and so Pratt is taking over. When you can get Pratt, you get Pratt. And Brad Cox said, "Okay, I got Pratt available. I'm going to put him on this horse. He must have thought something of him." So I'm going to go the 4, 5, but I'm going to skip over your 8, 9, and I've got my own price. The 11, Imagination, the Lady. That's Frankie Dettori and Brendan Walsh. That horse finished strong. It had Pratt on board. So if Pratt went off of that horse to the other horse, I think that's a very good horse. But then Brendan Walsh gets Dettori, no slouch, obviously. And unfortunately, I've got to put in the I don't know, unfortunately or not, I'm putting the 12 in Time to Dream. I think that horse, it's won 2 races, one by 2 lengths, one by 5 lengths. So I think the horse can certainly win this. If I weren't spreading, I would single the 12. That's just my thought. And
Yeah, me too, Steve. And I wanted to tell you just, and I know you're giving your picks, but that
yeah, no
horse,
problem.
if that horse runs a race like any of those 2 races, Steve, they're all running for second because that horse just freaked
Yep.
on the turf.
So I think we're both sort of doing the same thing here. We're trying to
Yes,
catch a price.
yes,
So
yes.
And speaking of price, there's another horse that Pratt is named on. Obviously, he's got a lot of options here, but the 14, if it gets in, another number 14, if it gets in, watch for that one coming up from Woodbine. Kevin Attard, he comes down to Kentucky and tries to steal some money occasionally. So watch that 14 if it gets in. Last race, the 10th race, we both agree on Beach Ballad for sure. I went with the 10, Market Chill with Pratt and Chad Brown. Not much to really say about that. I'm just trying to catch my prices early and went with the two favorites here. So I went with 410. My ticket is at that $3 increment is 144 bucks. But again, if anything hits if they're favorites, you're probably going to get your money back because again,
Oh,
that doggone $3 increment, it scares a lot of
Mhm.
people out of the water. And
yeah.
and so you get a second, third choice a couple of times, you're getting paid 300 bucks and you catch a 10 or 12 to 1 and you could have a comma in there. So yeah.
Yes.
and
Yes.
and and the pools are going to be big because it's opening day. So
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
that
I love
is
that ticket.
yeah, that's mine. So I mean I like yours as well, Mike. I mean we I tell you, if one of us hits that, we could hit it together with that 20 to 1 and do just fine. Just
I really like that 5 horse,
yeah.
Steve, and I'm really playing that horse. And I will be aggressive. I like it. I'm put 100 across on him.
Yeah.
I like her that much.
I
Hmm.
mean, that's a good Godolphin homebred at a Ghost Zapper. So they brought I guess their dam. Do they own Ghost Zapper? I don't think they do. I think they brought their
No,
dam to it, Speckled, and
yeah.
Speckled is out of Street Cry. So
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
nothing shabby about that. And Kentucky Downs, when a horse comes on that uphill and loses by a neck and makes up 5 lengths in the last segment, that is something to watch. And then at Delaware, they thought, okay, let's just try this horse at Delaware, and he comes flying from behind and wins.
Hmm.
Kentucky Down almost flies and comes from behind, and that was a almost $1 million race that he lost by a
Yeah.
neck. Giroux did. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a blanket finish. I remember that race. So they might have something there that they don't know what they've got. And at 20 to 1, I agree. Let's take a chance on
Sure.
that for
Sure.
sure.
Yes.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. Keeneland is a good time down there, and I've never been there. We went there when we were in Kentucky. We went to the Keeneland sale, but it's not open during the sale. And so we didn't get a chance to go to the races down there. But they say that their version of Del Mar is the spring meet at Keeneland.
Hmm. Hmm.
Where all the kids are showing up in these seersucker jackets and, you know, got
Yeah.
got their loafers and jeans on and trying
Oh
to,
yeah.
do the old, okay, hey, ladies, here we are. Let's play some horses, and drinks are flowing and, fun stuff. So, one of these times I'd like to get down there just to watch the natives get restless.
Yes. Yes. And we can look at it and say, hey, we used to do that a long time ago.
We
We
could.
used to be that crazy.
We sure could. We
Yeah.
sure could do that. Well, football season's in full swing, and we were talking a little bit earlier, Mike. I think my team is the Vikings. So I tell you what, we both have teams that I think in the modern vernacular you would call them meh.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so frustrating for me because I've been a Raider fan. My mom very rarely spanked me. I'm a mama's boy.
Right.
And the only time I really got spanked was I threw my shoe at the TV and broke her TV when the Raiders lost a playoff
Oh
game.
no.
And
Oh, no.
she was so angry at me. I didn't get hit much, but she just grabbed me and just let me
Wow.
have it. And you know what, Charisse, I deserved it.
Yeah.
But that's how much I love the Raiders.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, your Raiders sure did a number in the Super Bowl on my Vikings. We had a really good shot there of winning that game, and then the wheels came off the bus. That interception, and and no turning back after that. It's almost like the Super Bowl with the Saints and the Colts, when they did that onside kickoff at halftime.
Yes.
Some these all these guys are such top level athletes. They're all able to compete. They're all able to win. They're all able to do all this stuff that everybody does. That the turning point and the difference, I think, is motivation.
Yes.
And you get that extra adrenaline push into them, and they think
Hmm.
they can win.
Me.
And so, Gesundheit, Charisse.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
it gets, it's very interesting to see when these guys all of a sudden come from behind, a 5-run deficit, or 28-3 in the Super Bowl with Brady and the
Yeah.
Falcons. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Who you got tonight? Who you guys got tonight?
The
Uh,
Rams.
yeah, the Rams. I'm participating in a knockout suicide league, and I've got the Rams tonight, especially with Purdy out, and
Yeah.
I think Pearsall might be out as well.
Pearsall is out. I mean, they got three of their starters out. I just don't see how they can compete with the Rams in LA.
I don't either, and that's the reason why I did it. Um, that's the reason why I picked them. So I just now that you got me thinking, did I take out Pearsall and Purdy? Okay, I did. I'm good.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
It's getting near that time, near game time. We got game in 20 minutes because we're recording this on Thursday night. And I could see just sitting there because one of the guys in my league, the game that happened last Sunday, the Vikings and the Steelers, he had Jalen Warren, the running back, and he was a
Oh.
late medical scratch.
Oh.
And he's asleep and he's not thinking it. He's got to change his thing at 6:30 in the morning. And he woke up to a big fat zero in his lineup.
Oh.
So
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah.
it does
Not
suck.
good.
But he was 3-0 in first place, so he didn't get any text from anybody.
Right. Right. Yeah. I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure he didn't.
Yeah, all's fair in love and fantasy.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Definitely.
And
Well,
we won't even mention Charisse's team. She's
the Dolphins.
Hey.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, Tyreek, he may,
Oh, Tyreek.
Yeah. He's done for
he may
the
Yeah,
horrible
he could
injury.
be. There's a chance that could be a career ender, from
Yeah.
what I've heard. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Just very, very sad. And, you hate to see that happen,
yeah,
to anybody. And, hopefully he'll have a full recovery. And I just want to say I'm very excited for tomorrow. The turf pick three. So
great.
That's
let's
Saturday.
just make sure
Oh,
that
tomorrow.
Yeah,
yes, tomorrow, Steve's the turf
That's
pick
right.
three. Yours is Saturday because I
Right.
have
yep,
it written down here. So let's do our normal texting and checking, okay?
yep, absolutely. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this week. We're going to get on the guest program next week. This week was a little problematic for some of our guests that we tried to reach, and because there's so much going on with the change of seasons and the change of things at racetracks. But look for somebody else to join us next week, and certainly look forward to our special Breeders' Cup edition at the end of this month, because we're going to bring about some good guests and good picks, and we're probably going to have an extended program for that one because we need to go a little more in depth when you're talking about Breeders' Cup and you're talking about 14 races, and each field has about 14 horses in it. So there's a lot of analyzation to be had. So definitely look for that at the end of this month where we're getting on to Breeders' Cup. So
Next week, we have Orlando Gutierrez from Los Alamitos, marketing director.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, he
Love
is.
that.
He is going to be on with us next Thursday. So very excited.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
Solid Earth guy.
yes, yes.
Can't wait to have him.
The big quarter horse sale is this weekend, the
Oh,
4th and 5th. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be interesting to talk to him about that because I don't know much about the sales, and I know you and Steve have done that, been there and done that. And so I'd love to hear the three of you talk about that because I've never experienced anything like that.
we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we certainly
Yeah.
will. I think he wants to talk about it as well. So certainly we'll see what he thinks, get his opinion on it too, because he knows who's probably going to be in for the sale and
No,
the book.
the sale is this weekend. He's going to
Oh,
be
this
on next
weekend.
week. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then let's definitely have him see, because by that time he'll have all the results and he can share what the top earner was and who sold the most horses and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that'll be good for
love it.
next week. It'll be fun.
Yes.
All right, gang. Well, thanks again, and our typical sign off. Goodbye, everybody. Take care and good luck and win a whole bunch.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.